what it is. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here at the Bocan Garage. And today it's going to be just something pretty short and sweet and simple. When I say that, and you know me, I have the tendency to ramble on and on. But I wanted to give you guys a couple updates of what's going on here at home base with me. And yes, it is all car related. And some of it's great news, some of it's bad news. Yeah, so let's get into it. First, we're going to start off with the Subaru. Now, I know I said in a previous episode that I was thinking about selling her. And let me just tell you guys, that is not the case. We are not going to be selling the Subaru because I've been driving it around again more lately, and I kind of remembered why I fell in love with this thing. And you might be thinking, oh, that's the good news. He's not going to be selling the Subaru that started the channel. So yes, that is good news, but that is not the good news. So for the longest time, guys, if you guys know, or you own Subarus, things like that, you know that they are not always the easiest things to work on, the easiest things to smog, the easiest things to get going. Well, I'm assuming now, even though it's a 95, that this is an OBD2 Subaru, because I was able to plug an OBD2 scanner into it, and it told me that I needed a new oxygen sensor, O2 sensor, and a new NOx sensor. And so I replaced the NOx sensor. I was going to record it, but honestly, guys, it would have been like a 5-minute video. It's right down there. It's 112 millimeter bolt. Comes right out. Plug it in. Done. As for the oxygen sensor, that's honestly not much harder. The clip is right there. You can see the white clip in the center. You literally just unclip that, and you go get yourself the oxygen sensor tool from underneath. And it's a small spot, so you definitely need the tool. You can't do it without it. You loosen it up, you pull it out, you pop the new one in with some anti-seize grease, and then you plug it back in. And once I did that, the car ran a lot smoother. Like, it was a noticeable difference. Like, with the NOx sensor, the proper working O2 sensor, like, it just completely changed how the car reacted, and it was fantastic. Like, the check engine light went away, and technically the check engine light was never on because the bulb was burnt. But I mean, on the O2 sensor, it was no longer throwing codes. It was perfectly fine. So I drove it around for a few days and whatnot because it was time to go get the car smogged again. So take the car in, pass with flying colors, like beautifully, pass with smog and everything. So since this thing is running beautifully minus the reverse, which we're probably not even going to tackle because I found a guy who actually has the entire thing to do the manual conversion. Like, he's got the transmission, he's got the subframe, he's got the diff, he's got the wiring harness, he's got the clutch, he's got the pedal, he's got literally everything I could need to do the manual conversion. And he's asking a good price for it. But now we got to get the money to actually do it. So that is hopefully on the cards here. Hopefully, sometime soon. But anyways, yeah, so we are keeping the Subaru because honestly, it runs fine. I mean, it always ran. It just always kind of like hiccuped a little bit when I would try to get on it, or it would shift early and whatnot. Come to find out that apparently that's a common issue of the O2 sensor and the NOx sensor being bad, because the NOx sensor, I guess, detects irregular explosions in the engine system, and while doing that, it tells like the timing, what to do for like ignition and spark and all that. So who knew? I didn't know. Now I do know, and it's repaired, so you know. And of course, guys, you know, interior wise, we do got some work to do still. My front speakers have never worked. I don't know if they're plugged in. I don't even know if they're there. I've never taken these door panels off, but that is probably going to be something we're going to do very soon, because you guys know I have the replacement panels inside. This one is destroyed. It keeps getting caught literally on the door frame every time I go to open it up, destroying it even more. That side's not so bad, but we are going to replace it. And of course, you guys know we're going to give it the blue and black treatment, just like we did the rear, because we kind of want that blue STI look. And of course, I'm always thinking about getting the Japanese like Nardi steering wheel replacement, because we are going to replace the actual dashboard. We have, again, the replacement in the garage. And I want to bring life back to this car. I want to start using it properly. And especially, guys, if we do that swap, if we can get those parts, forget about it. This car, oh man, I'm going to be having all the fun with it. And then the project outside of paint will be done. Of course, barring the bodywork, because that door needs to be replaced. And you know what? If we're going to replace that panel, might as well replace the door at the same time. So that'll probably be more or less following each other. Like, you guys know, I don't really have the most set schedule of things. I just kind of do stuff as it comes. And now we move on to the Civic. So 2009 Civic Si has been my daily driver for about 2 months now. Absolutely love the car. It is fantastic. It's a great drive. And now I know the way I'm talking about it sounds like I'm about to say, oh, guess what? We're selling the car. We're not selling the car. We're keeping the car, guys. I found a person who has the FD2 rear trunk and conversion. The problem is he's all the way down in LA. And you guys know I will drive a long distance to go pick something up. Like, hell, I went all the way down to LA to help out a friend get literally a Turbo 2 hood for their freaking Impreza. So you guys know I'm no stranger to making that drive. But when it's for me though, I'm like, I'm less willing to go out of my way to do stuff for me personally. I don't know, just how I am. But anyways, getting off topic, the Civic. Clutch is slipping. I don't drive the car hard. Literally, I do not drive the car hard, guys. I know what you're thinking. I'm hot rodding this thing all the time, freaking getting on it, going red. No. I shift at like 4,000 RPM, and you guys know this thing has a rev limiter of 8,000 to 8,200, whatever it is. But I've noticed recently that when I get on the gas, it starts to like rev, but like there's no power transfer to the wheels. Like it's going, but like it'll over rev and then re-catch, and then you can feel it catch and then start to go. And I looked online. Everyone's telling me that is a sign of a failing clutch, or slipping clutch, as it were. So I'm gonna have to try and save up the money to get that taken care of. It's not cheap. I don't have the tools here at home to do it. I have done engine swaps, I have done transmission swaps, I have done rebuilds, all that kind of stuff. But that was back in the day when I had access to like lifts and things to get the car higher than 5 inches off the ground. Unfortunately, I don't have access to any of that stuff anymore, so I'm pretty much stuck with what I can do. And unfortunately, for something like that, it's gonna have to go to the shop. But sometimes it is what it is. But when you think about transmissions too, I've got a history of cars with transmission issues. Now, I'm thinking, instead of spending the $2,600, $2,000 to replace that right now, because it still drives, I just can't get on it. So I can still drive it around town. Obviously, we got the Subaru, drives and whatnot. We got the RSX over there, drives and all that. So instead of dropping like $2,000 or so to repair this, what if, now hear me out, guys, hear me out, follow me. What if we get the Toyota back and running properly? Engine still runs beautifully. She's still an amazing car. Right now, she's a storage unit, but that's just on me. We will take care of that. But what if we spend less than that to have that running? Now, I'm on board with that. I'm on board with it. The problem with me is, this is my first car. This is my favorite car. This is what got me into cars. If we get her running properly, transmission fixed and whatnot, and she's back on the road properly like she should have been from the beginning, I'm going to be less inclined to keep the Civic. And personally, I don't know if I want that. I really like this Civic. I don't think I want to sell it. I know I don't want to sell it, but I do know how my brain works. I do know for a fact if we get this Toyota back up and running on the same level that the Subaru's running, and they're both tandem driving my weekend cars, having fun with them, I do know for a fact that my brain works like this, that I will want to get rid of the Civic, only because then I can finally use that money towards maybe an RX-7 again or something else. Who knows? Sadly, I know. And then we come back to the RSX. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I said we were gonna sell this car, flip this car. Why is it still here? It has been weeks. Why is this thing still here? Before you start thinking, oh, he's keeping the car like he said he might. No. No. That has not been on my mind. It's just, I want to be 100% honest with work and with trying to keep all those things running and everything, and trying to just take care of housework, car work, friends' car work, and everything. I have not had time to finish, since you guys saw the episode with the radiator, I have not had time to finish installing the T-bracket. I have not had time to finish installing the hatch, or all that stuff. Like, she's still detailed inside, beautiful, clean, gorgeous, still runs great, but I still need to swap out the O2 sensors. I still need to do the T-bracket, all that beautiful stuff. It's just right now, because it is October, and my birthday was just on the 15th and all that, and even outside of that, just have been so busy doing work with other cars, with friends' cars, with my cars, trying to keep everything going, and then housework, and then regular work, and it's just, I have not had the time yet to get that thing sold or list it and do all, all the work she needs to be done. But it's okay, because we're not really in a rush. It's fine if she sits there. I start it up, drive it around, it's fine, because we got to focus on this. We got to debate what we're going to do on the Civic. I am on the fence of repairing it. Obviously, we want to repair it, but for less, we can repair this, get this going, and I know you guys would enjoy that more. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys prefer to see have done. Do you want to see the Toyota back on the road? Because I know a lot of you have been requesting content for this thing. Do you think I should and then spend the money on the Civic and just have this baby on the road more? Because right now, good old trusty faithful Subaru, which Subarus are not known to be the good old trusty faithful stallions, is the stallion. It's still going strong. It still rock and rolls. It still drives, and it passed smog like nothing recently. So I love this car. You guys have seen this car with me since day one of the channel. It started off as a horrible, nasty barn find, and it has evolved. It has evolved since then into just the beautiful miscolored car you see today, but she runs strong, she runs great, and she still turns heads no matter where I go. Car guys love it, regular people love it, and I love it still. That's just what it all comes down to. I still love it. But anyways, guys, that's just what I wanted to touch up on, give a little update to what's going on here at the garage, why we haven't seen as much content as we have lately, why we're going to start seeing more Subaru content, probably going to start seeing more Toyota content, which I know a lot of you have been asking about. Going to figure out what we're going to do with the Civic. Then we're going to be filming more stuff on the RSX. And yes, we got to bring the Miata back, because there's stuff we got to do to it, like replacing the rear hub, adjusting the coilovers, blah, 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 blah. There is never a dull moment here at the Bokeh Garage. But it's like I always say, every broken car is an adventure. And right now, I know I've said it many times before that these cars are not broken. Well, guess what? They're broken. So we're going to have our adventure repairing them. And I hope you guys stick around with me and enjoy the progress. And I hope my wallet doesn't get too drained from it, because mentally I'm thinking about it and I'm already like, boom. So we're going to take it step by step, do what we can, while we can, when we can, and you guys get to come along for the long ride that it's going to be. Anyways, guys, like always, be safe out there. Don't be a hoonigan on the streets. Save it for the tracks. And don't let your projects die, guys. Come on. We got to keep these old girls on the road. That thing is now 16 years old. It's going to be considered an old girl in like another 10 more years. We got to keep these old classics and starting classics on the road. But until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you later.